SciSpace have just added a whole lot of new features to their AI research platform. If you're not familiar with SciSpace, it is an AI research assistant. It can do a whole lot of things that we see here, in particular literature reviews, searching, summarization, and even analysis and document creation. At the end of this video, I will link up some of my other videos showing some of the other features. But for today, I'm going to be sharing some updates on 5 new features they've just added. The first feature, and to my mind, the biggest of them, is they've added what's called Libkey. So Libkey lets you link to your university or research institution library to be able to access papers that aren't open source. When you do your literature reviews, you'll normally get a whole lot of papers that you can access with PDFs or open source. But sometimes we might get this Get PDF button. Previously, when we clicked it, we could send a request to the authors asking for the PDF. But now we have this other section, Download from a Library. If we click on that, then we get this window come up and we can then search for our institution, add it, log in, and we'll be using our university library access in order to be able to get to our papers that are sitting behind paywalls. Super, super handy feature. Our second feature that they have added is the integration of Google Drive. So I can now add files directly from my Google Drive using this option here under the plus. They've also signaled that there's going to be a whole lot more additions, including GitHub, Slack, and other data sources coming very, very soon. Next feature up is one that's going to be sitting in the background. So when we are running particularly an agent, agents are now going to let us operate, type in commands, and work in SciSpace without losing where we're up to. The fourth feature is another one that's going to be happening in the background, and that is the way that SciSpace manages papers. So we can see here that it is actually looking at SciSpace, Google Scholar. If I was doing a medical search, it'll search PubMed as well. And so rather than just using a single database, it is now searching across all of these. And we can see here it then combines. It ranks from each of the databases and then puts them all together for you. The final feature is that in the paper tables, so these tables where we have all our lists of papers, where we hit the Cite button, we now get this pop-up. We can very easily scroll between the different types of citation, and it'll give us the main citation and the in-text citation. And we can also export those out to a citation manager or just use the copy buttons to copy directly into our document. So this has been a quick summary of the new features in SciSpace. I have a discount link and code in the video description if you do end up going for the paid version. Otherwise, if you want to learn a little bit more about SciSpace, I'll link up a couple of my previous videos looking at the deep research function and some of the other tools that they offer.